I'm Dennis Gabriel, and this is Belton 101.
All right, everybody, I'd like to say thank you for anybody tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm Dennis, and this here is going to be Belton 101. Basically, it's belt talk. Normally, if you follow me on my Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, you know, usually we chat wrestling and belts and a little bit of everything. But this here is just going to be strictly belts and questions about belts. I have tons of them, so anybody, this is my first video for Patreon, so I just want to say thank you to anybody who's checking this out. So let's get right into it. A question from James P. from Georgia. Is there any way you can show us the difference between a Pakistan-made championship belt and an American-made belt? Well, yes, I can. I have them laying around like anything else. So instead of talking about it, let's show you. So to answer the question, the difference between Pakistan belts and American belts, we have to pull them out. So right here is a Reggie Parks. This was Reggie Parks made back in 2002, 2003, somewhere around there, 2001. This is a Pakistan belt. I really don't know who the maker is. And this here is a early J-Mar championship. And this here is a 2mm Pakistan. So what I try to do is get, and I have other varieties of belt, but I don't have a table big enough, and I don't feel like putting them all away. So first of all, what you can see is this version, the etching is actually pretty nice, pretty deep. The only difference is the edges are really sharp. But the etching is really good. The etching's good here. I mean, the leather quality. Now, I know some Pakistan makers actually screw into the plate. The problem is zinc is not a real strong material, and so it breaks really easy, especially if you have threads in it. So, where I notice a lot of, you know, the American belts, they are welded to the back. You know, they are welded onto the plate, but that's not going to stop it either, because here's a Reggie here, and let's see, you know, the screw came out. You know, you do get your the only way you're ever going to stop that is to actually go through the plate itself. Now, a lot of people don't like that, and I like seeing hardware, so don't bother me. Is to actually go through the plate, and to prove my point on that, when Stan Hansen beat the shit out of the AWA championship, you never seen the plates fall off. So, and they were directly through the plates. Now here, like with the early J-Mars, you know, his etchings weren't deep, and you can go back and look at old WWE photos and stuff. Attitude Era, like this is like 30,000, I'll say about 35 thousandths deep, you know. First, a Reggie or a Dave. This is here. I got right there. It says 55 thousandths deep there. Let's do it again. Yeah, it's like 55 thousandths deep. And then you, but your 2mm, you know, your etching's not going to be real deep because you'll etch right through the plate. So, and this actually here, this got pretty good etching. Let's see, this is like 50 thousandths. So they're about the same, both 4mm. They're all 4mm, and the leather I notice a lot, this leather here is real stiff and the detail isn't real, you know, not into the leather as good. Now this here is the old TWA tri-state belt, and anybody who doesn't know what that is, you would know it as the ECW championship. So, and you know, Reggie always does nice work on his leather work. So does Dave. Classic Shields, like I said, they make a really decent belt. To me, you're not going, you know, the quality is on what you pay for. If you're buying a belt for $100, you're going to get a $100 belt. And a lot of times I hear a lot of complaints on these pages about the belts aren't as nice, but you also don't forget, guys, you're buying a bootleg. And so unless you get it directly from a good maker, you get what you pay for. And like I said, I don't have a problem with any belt maker. I'm just here, the question was asked, what are the difference? And really not too much. They're all zinc plates, they're all etched, they're all the same thing. Some are just mounted different, and some use nuts, some use bolts, some use screws, but in the end, they're all championship belts. Well, I hope that was some kind of help to you guys. I'm sorry that if it's not as professional as some people can make their videos. I'm just me doing it myself. So I hope that was any kind of education towards what the question was asked, and I hope you tune in again, and I thank you for your time, and God bless. I love every one of you.